first step.
Can't we just pick them off one by one?
If there are only a few, sure. But with large groups, you risk getting surrounded.
Ha. Sounds more complicated than I thought. Here we go. The ocean's right outside of Sandland, isn't it? Can't we get water from there?
Just traveling all the way to the sea is no easy task, and we have no good means of transporting water that far either.
Right. Sandland's surrounded by a vast desert and steep cliffs.
Dang. Guess we really do need a water source.
Sure is hot out here.
At least that was sort of fun. Whoop! So, like, why do we need water to live?
That's because the human body is composed of roughly 60% water.
Interesting. Hey, Thief, what about demons?
That depends on the species. Slime's body is nearly 100% water, for instance.
Even something as simple as that really hammers home what a diverse bunch demons are.
Wait! Nice! One down. This is one lazy mountain. Damn it! This weapon's busted! This is one lazy mountain.
Indeed. Something tells me we're going to get lost.
Yeah, I barely know which way is up either.
Nice! One down. Whoa! This is one mazy mountain.
Indeed. Something tells me we're going to get lost.
Yeah, I barely know which way is up either.
go!
We might be able to reach these inaccessible spots one day.
The more bots you have, the more options you'll have to travel to new places.
Let's try to remember this spot. broke it!
People used to pass through here all the time. Now, the entire area is deserted. The neat roads disappeared under the sand, and only deadly creatures replaced them.
Maybe humans disappearing isn't always a good thing.
They'll probably come back when the water does. At least that was sort of fun. This is one mazy mountain.
Indeed. Something tells me we're going to get lost.
Yeah, I barely know which way is.
What's wrong? Aren't you going in?
I am. It's just there's an urgent news bulletin on the radio now.
Oh? Prince, we'd best listen too.
Okay.
Yesterday, a Royal Army tank was hijacked from that base by unknown saboteurs.
Huh?
The perpetrators have gone on a rampage with their stolen tank, looting vital water supplies and destroying several towns.
What the?
Anyone who has recently sighted a suspicious tank should contact the Royal Army immediately. Any information about the culprits' identities or whereabouts is welcome. Moreover, the king is offering a 30 million zenny reward for the capture of the saboteurs, dead or alive.
What?
But we didn't do any of that!
Of course! I mean, Mayor Tor trusts you guys, so...
This must be Spino. I'll try my best to be useful to everyone, yes.
Damn it. How could the Royal Army sink so low? They have turned the entire world against us. Unless we find the spring, we'll have to spend the rest of our lives on the run.
It's pretty horrible of them to put a bounty on your head.
Our only hope is to find that spring as soon as we can.
Let's abandon the tank and forget all about this. We got lucky. They still don't know who we really are.
Some demon you are, thief. Don't be such a coward.
But, Prince!
I'll keep looking for the spring all on my own if I have to. No turning back now.
I'll come too. We're basically partners in crime at this point.
Let me be clear. I'm not turning back until I've seen that spring with my own eyes. If you can't handle that, then go home already.
But... What will everyone say if they see me return without you?
Don't be a worrywart, Gramps. I'm sure things will work out. Once the jump bot's ready, I just know we'll find the spring.
How can you be so sure?
You're a gutsy one, aren't you?
Do you think Anne's fine working on that jump bot all on her own?
None of us know what we're doing. We'd only get in her way if we tried to help. We're better off getting some rest for the journey ahead.
We're going to be aimlessly wandering through the southern desert with an entire army on our tail.
Don't worry, I lived in the south 30 years ago, so I at least know the general lay of the land there.
Ah, 30 years ago. You mean back when the Peachies still inhabited the area? That would be about the time the Royal Army wiped them all out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, about that time.
Such a tragedy. That made my list of the top 10 most foolish things humanity has ever done.
Foolish? But it prevented the Peachy from destroying all of Sandland with their doomsday weapon.
Really? You actually believe that? The Peachy were really developing a machine that made water.
What? Water? No, that can't be true.
It's true, all right. The brilliant Peachy were trying to create massive quantities of water. Not just for themselves, but to share with everyone. And because the Royal Army's profits would go up in smoke if that happened, they got rid of the Peachy first. The massive explosion that happened when they were attacked was caused by the aquanium they needed to make their machine work, which the Royal Army gave them knowing what would happen. And the Royal Army used a massive aquanium bomb to wipe out every last one of them.
No, but how can this be? The commander of the tank brigade that attacked them, who ordered the shots that set off the aquanium, was me.
Huh?
The resulting explosion destroyed almost my entire village. And everyone in my whole brigade, apart from me, was killed in an instant. The army thinks I died back then, too. They made us attack, knowing it would cause that explosion.
Wait. If they knew, why would they make your tanks attack inside the blast radius?
2 birds with 1 bomb. Our brigade never much liked Supreme Commander Zayu's methods. We spoke our minds too much.
Oh, well, not your fault, huh? You had no idea.
Sure. You thought you were saving the world, right?
But then,
The Peachy were really developing a machine that made water.
the real fiend here.
And the Royal Army used a massive aquanium bomb to wipe out every last one of them.
Is actually me. Huh? Hey, what in the world?
I'm absorbing the power of darkness. 'Cause it looks like we're in for a fight. Right? That snooze hit the spot. All right. Think I'll check on Anne to see how the jump bot's coming along.
What's this?
Nice, huh? I picked up a core frame in pretty decent shape at the lease-up junkers market.
That's funny. It's the same model as my old car.
Oh, really? A junker was selling it. He said that he bought it off a bunch of bandits with diamond face paint.
Those thieves, they'll do just about anything to turn a profit.
You mean this used to be your car?
It would seem so.
Oh, in that case, you should have it.
Are you sure?
Don't sweat it. I had fun putting it together. And I owe you guys a ton anyway.
You're too kind. Thank you.
Oh, man! I sure wish I had my own car.
I can make you one too if you bring me a frame.
Your eyes are bloodshot. Did you not sleep?
Not a wink. I stayed up all night making the car.
So you've been slacking on the jump bot to do that instead?
It's not like I didn't try, you know. I've never built one, and it's complicated enough that I'll need a blueprint.
Are you serious? Oh, man.
It's a highly specialized bot, so I'm not surprised.
If you're after a blueprint, I think Mayor Tor just might have what you need. Didn't he mention that the rebel army had left some files on jump bots behind?
Oh, yeah! The mayor'd be the person to ask. I'm impressed you met.
Do you need anything? See you later.
Hey, would you happen to have the jump bot blueprints?
Blueprints? No, I don't have anything like that.
Great.
Didn't you mention there being some documentation on jump bots in the files the rebels left behind?
Oh, you're right. Let me go fetch them real quick. Found them! This what you need?
So you have the blueprints after all!
Is it all right if we borrow these for a bit?
Be my guest.
Thanks! Anyone order some gun scrap?
Ah, just what I needed. You have my thanks. I'll only take what I need, though. Here, you can have the rest.
Whoa! You sure about that?
Very. I have all the components I need. The rest should prove useful for upgrading bots or vehicles.
Right on. Thanks. And we brought the blueprints.
They really had exactly what we needed. This should do the trick. I'll get started right away. Hope I have enough parts. See you later. Do you need anything? See you later. Done and done.
I can't believe you really made it.
What you talking about? You didn't think she could?
I'll be honest, I had my doubts. You must have had a fine mentor.
No mentor for me. There's just always been a lot for me to tinker around with.
Incredible.
In any case, this should allow us to slip past the army and continue on our journey south.
You know, it's awfully fitting that we made a bot to outfox the Royals at the Rebel Army's ex-base. Almost like it's fate.
All right then! Let's get a move on already!
If If you have any problems with the bot, come back for repairs anytime.
Thanks!
Prince, before we head to the East Valley, let's scout the southern road.
What for?
I want to see what the army might be able to throw at us.
So that girl, Anne.
You mean me?
What about her?
Been thinking. She's a good girl.
You got called a good girl.
I don't see what's so funny.
I'm afraid I don't follow either.
Oh, it's just that I saw her in the garage, fixing a car. She was enjoying herself so much it was positively infectious. Just watching her work put this car lover in a good mood.
Next time, come over to say hello instead of staring, all right?
Cars are awesome. Sure wish I had my own.
Ooh, so you're a car aficionado too. Then you should really head to the junk pit.
The junk pit?
Turn right at the fork leading to the Lisab Junkers Market. There's a pit where junkers toss all the stuff they don't need.
You're saying I can find a car there?
Maybe not a whole car, but you might find a frame.
Sweet! I'll be sure to swing by.
Prince, before we head to the East Valley, let's scout the southern road.
What for?
I want to see what the army might be able to throw at us.
Okay.
I'm sorry I was rude to you before. I'd heard demons were attacking passersby, stealing water and such, so I just got scared.
Well, there's some truth to that. But it sounds like that story's gotten rather inflated.
Attacking passersby? We only take what we need from the Royal Army.
From the army? You go up against armed soldiers? You must be really strong then. No wonder you can travel the dangerous sandland unscathed.
Dangerous?
I guess you're too strong to find it dangerous. But to us humans, stepping outside town isn't something you do lightly. Just traveling across this barren desert is hard enough. But with the risk of bandit and raptor attacks as well, we're risking our lives every time we go to another town.
That bad?
It is. I can't travel alone either.
Even seasoned peddlers have to be careful. A bit of bad luck, and you're a goner.
So you need luck just to reach your destination. I guess that means I was lucky to meet you guys.
Talking about all this has got me feeling a bit uneasy.
How so?
Well, I ordered some new wares from a merchant acquaintance, but it's been ages since he said he'd be here, and I haven't heard any news. He's always had incredible luck, so I didn't think much of it. But what if he's in trouble? Beelzebub, if you ever see that merchant in trouble during your travels, could you please help him out?
Maybe, if I'm in the mood.
Thank you. I'm counting on you.
Hey! Nice to see you again. Is it just my imagination, or has the town gotten more lively? Oh yeah, I found something cool, so I'll share it with you. Bring me any rare items you find. I'll make it worth your while.